Let's start. Let's get started. Let's have everybody join in as they keep joining in. So, what do we want to talk about today? Jazz didn't understand. Did you finally manage to understand what I was trying to say?
Yes, yes, I get that. That's a good point, and I would love to hear about it because I didn't have so much thoughts about it because I'm doing pretty well, and um, yeah, so my family or my friends are okay. So I didn't have really thoughts about the things that are bad. So
Yeah.
maybe it's good to hear your points or how we can or how I can help others to get a good vibe.
In fact, here in India, things are actually moving from bad to worse. The number of
Mm.
cases are very high. It's like spreading very, very quickly, very, very
Yeah.
fast. Everybody is either dealing with something or involved in helping somebody deal with it, or somebody's dealing with managing somebody who's passed away. So
Mm.
it's
Okay.
quite bad here. It's very speedy. The spread has become it's reached a point where it's spreading very quickly. So what happens with that is that one tends to get feel helpless, and the emotions start to spiral down. There's helplessness, there's worry, there's fear, there's you feel like maybe I don't catch it or somebody close, so you're telling everybody don't do it, and there's extreme amount of fear. and
Hmm.
and these emotions, most of the time we don't even realize we are worried or we are fearful or we are scared. I mean, we just we want to be careful, but all these emotions, they kind of start to bring our vibrations down, because all the emotions, which are fear, anxiety, worry, helplessness, are the lowest possible emotions.
Mm. True.
So I thought today we could discuss about that, and just help each other by just I could share, because I put a workshop together last week on how to raise your vibrations and what are vibrations and how do vibrations impact you. How, when you are vibrating in a low vibration, what is the impact on your life? So I could share some of the things that I put together over here to this group, because right now most of us, given we are from India,
Yeah.
we are dealing with that uh, COVID spreading out very widely. Shivani, is there somebody else who's on the group messaging? Are they joining in? I don't know. Nobody's kind of.
Let me just check. Mm.
Not really, right?
Okay, Sharon's communicated that she will not be able to join in. Vinty's also has a live last minute. I hope everything's all right.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, so let's start. Let's do it. Anyways, they all will catch the session. I don't want to miss the time of the session. So
Yeah.
they, so let's use this time that we're together and do something productive, something that they can utilize and leverage on once they catch the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
good. So is that a topic that we talk about, or Shivani also had mentioned something else to talk about? We could do this and then we could do that as well if we
Yes.
have the time.
Yes. So you start, Asma, and we can.
Okay, so let me share some of the things. Let me share with you. I'm going to share my screen quickly. I'm just pulling up that image for all of you. Where is it? Yeah, found it.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to share. See, here you go. So see if you can see the screen right now.
Yes.
So these are the emotions that we have. So all our emotions have certain vibrations. Okay, and yes. And the higher the emotion, like love, joy, freedom, abundance, empowerment, fun, these are high vibration, emotions. And then things like guilt, hatred, jealousy, resentment, helplessness, being stuck, fear, grief. And right now we are all resonating around -4, 5. Usually we are resonating around -4, -5, -6, -10.
Yeah.
Yes, very seldom do we actually feel that. So we have to, when we don't find it for a long time, we go to a party to feel the joy, to feel excitement, to feel energy, or we meet up with a friend to feel or to raise our vibrations. Mostly, and given the situation and circumstances right now, most of us are resonating around the lower frequency. Now, what happens at lower vibration? Let me share this with you. Let me start to share my whiteboard. So, what happens if I were to draw? If this is, you've seen the x-axis and the y-axis we used to study in school, okay, and this is your plus and this is your minus, okay, and this is where my all the positive vibrations are here, all the negative vibrations are somewhere here, okay. Now, all kinds of diseases are also carrying a negative vibration. So what happens is when I am somebody who is resonating at a negative frequency, okay. Let's say, for example, Shivani is staying in Delhi, right? I'm in Gurgaon, and let's take Jazz. Jazz is staying all the way in Singapore, right? So let's say this is Singapore, and let's just remove this for a minute. So if this is if let's say this is Jazz, this is Asma, and this is Shivani. Asma is in Gurgaon, Shivani is in Delhi, and Jazz is in Singapore. So they're Asma and Shivani are distant, but not very. But Singapore, but Jazz is somewhere really far away. So there is, for me and Shivani to meet, because we are in the same city, there's a probability that we can meet because we are both living in the NCR. But to meet Jazz, we will have to really get out of our comfort zone, take a flight, fly to Singapore, locate where Jazz is, and then actually reach her. Yes?
Yes.
So, what happens is when I'm vibrating a negative frequency, let's say, let's remove Jazz and Shivani from the similarly. If I am staying, if negative frequencies are here and diseases are here because they are both in the same locality, it's easy for you to catch a disease when you're in low vibration because it's in your own zone.
Yeah.
It's like you're vibrating at 98.3 and the disease is also 98.3. So whatever song is getting played at 98.3 FM gets to play. But if you're vibrating at 98.4 or 94, so whatever is running at 98.3 and 94 will never be able to play on that channel. Are you with me? It's a
Yes.
little tricky to understand, but I hope you're able to get this.
Yeah.
So the part is that if you start to raise your vibration, no ailment or disease can actually attack you. Like for me, example, in the last 2 years, if I recall, I even haven't even had a cold. I haven't even had a small fever as well. I mean, people do get sick sometimes, right? It's very normal. We've seen people, it's like change of season sickness, just catching a normal flu sickness. But in the last 2 years, I realized I haven't fallen sick even once.
Nice.
Even
Very.
though I started like a cough here or there, within a day it just vanished. Or sometimes I would exhausted physically, I did a lot of work, I felt exhausted, I slept it off, and the next day I was fine. So one of the things you can say is I was lucky, but I don't think luck has anything to do with it. The reason is that I try to stay here at this frequency, and my frequency and disease frequency don't match, so I don't get sick because I'm living in Singapore and the disease is living in India. Are you getting the context now?
Yeah, absolutely. I can resonate with that because before I moved to Singapore, I was constantly sick when I was in my agency or company. I was constantly sick because I was overworking and overachieving. And now that I don't do this anymore, I don't get sick.
So you need to look at, and if you actually go back and think about it, there were a lot of, if you look down that chart, I can send across the chart, it's available on the internet also. But
Yeah,
if you look down that chart, most of your emotions at that time would have been from those minus, on the lower part of the chart.
yeah,
And now, because you don't have those lower part of the chart emotions and you're vibrating at a high frequency, you are not attracting sickness, or it's very seldom that you attract that. Now, the question comes, and this is knowledge that I think is fairly available, and I just shared that with you. But I think the application is the tough part. Like, how do we move from a minus to a plus? Because it's not simple. It's not like I'll just pack my bags and get up, and it's not as simple. I mean, today's date as well, but it's not simple that to move from a minus vibration to a plus vibration. You can't move from feeling, because when you're feeling grief, or let's say fear or anxiety, it's not one, the mind is so occupied with the emotion, is for you to disassociate yourself from that emotion and actually look at something that you love or something that you enjoy doing. You would not, because you're so occupied with that, and the mind has a habit that when you're doing something, it just gets into it. If you're feeling, let's say, fearful, it will bring everything in your life for you to be fearful about, and it will just dump it in your lap.
yeah,
And then you start to spiral down and spiral down and spiral down. Before you know it, you like a bundle of mess. And many times we also unconscious, so unconsciously sometimes we stop ourselves also, like, if I have a pet and I'm feeling grief, my pet would come and just start licking me, hugging me, holding me, coming in my lap. Suddenly my vibrations will stop spiraling because my pet took my attention away. Or if I have planters in my house, so they can distract the energy, and they can pull your energy away from the negativity. Or you have kids around you. So one of these, and I think one of the reasons that I'm blessed, because I have a cat, I have a 6-year-old, and I have a lot of plants in my house. I think all these three things. So
Yes.
so anyway, so coming back to this, and I hope I'm not sounding like a teacher here. Sometimes I feel I sound like a teacher.
no,
If
it's
I
all
start
right.
sounding like a teacher too much, just tell me, guys, okay? So,
It's okay. We are being good students, Asma.
Yes, we are doing
okay,
it.
good, good.
So
I like that.
Even if you're
that's
sounding like a teacher, it's okay.
Thank you,
We
Auntie.
need that sometimes. Yeah. We
Good.
need that sometimes. We need a
So,
teacher.
so coming back, let me share that screen again, and they make that, and just give you a little bit of my 2 bits on. So if this is my, if I'm here and I want to go here, so you can't go from one end to the other. There is no possibility. It just, because when you're in the emotion, when you're dealing with it, you can't. It's like two opposite ends of the pole. It's north and south. The moment, um, so what we need to do and how we can actually is, there's one way is very simply start to move towards neutral vibrations. I'll bring up the chart again and I'll show you the neutral vibrations. If you see, as you start to feel relief or relax, or you bring in peace, or play some soulful music around you, or you talk to somebody who gives you a little bit of a motivation, you know, or you do something that makes you feel contented, happy, or if you have a hobby, let's say any kind of hobby, it could be pottery, painting, coloring, it actually starts to move you from your negative to zero.
Mhm.
And when you're at zero, you're neither here nor there. And it's a good place. Zero is a good place. Anything that goes from minus to a zero is good, because when you're at a zero, it's easy to swing anyway, right? Because zero is like the neutral place. And one of the things that I found that is very good at moving me to zero is meditation. Just pause everything, sit down with your thoughts. And one of the benefit is, like, I usually uh, recommend that people meditate either first thing in the morning, because we have a habit, like me and Shivani wear glasses. So last thing in the night we go to sleep, we take off our glasses, put it on the side table, and the first thing when we wake up in the morning is pick up the glasses and wear them back. So a similar thing happens with vibrations and energy. So if I'm in the night when I'm going to sleep vibrating at a negative energy or negative frequency, or I'm upset or I'm sad or I'm in grief or I'm feeling angry about something, I will take that off and put it on the side like my glasses and sleep. And when I wake up, I pick up the same vibration, the same energy, the same emotions. So that's it's very difficult to break the cycle.
Yeah.
Like if a very close person, God forbid, passes away, it just kind of pulls you, and then you're just not able to disassociate yourself from there. So what I recommend is, in the night before going to sleep, if you meditate even for 5 7 minutes, what you do is you bring yourself to zero, and then you sleep. So when you wake up at zero. You've not got a lot of things going on. You are settled. There is no thoughts that you have parked that you need to pick up on the side table. You
Mm.
know what I mean? So
But don't you fall asleep during meditation when you do it before you go to sleep? Or is
um,
that, I mean, that's okay, right? If you fall asleep because you,
absolutely okay when
uh,
you fall asleep.
It's okay. In
So,
fact, it's very good because that
so
meditation will take you to a good sleep.
yes, usually the sleep is good, but I usually try to do not a long one, but five,
Mm.
7 minutes, 10 minutes. And
Mhm.
there's tons of guided meditations on YouTube which are like 5 7 minutes long. Not too much. 5 7 minutes is good, even for a start. If you make it a habit,
Yeah.
that you neutralize yourself, is what I say. You neutralize before you go to sleep, and as you wake up, like I have a person I'm working with. He's an Ayurvedic doctor. So he has this issue, and he's telling me that every morning he wakes up at 5 a.m. and till 8 o'clock he's very angry. He's
Mm.
about 48. He's got a lot of pent up stuff for the world. Some for his father, some for his wife, something. And there's so much of pent up that it just comes up, and he doesn't know. There's no reason. He says, I wake up and there's so much of anger in me. So I gave him an exercise that he should meditate, and I gave him a specific meditation for 28 30 minutes to do before he sleeps. So sit on a table or a chair, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., whatever works for him, or right before he goes to sleep, but do it consciously and just be with that meditation. And it's a breath meditation where you just focus on your breath. So I met him after a week, and he actually had this glow in his face. I said, "What have you been doing?" He said, "Nothing. I just don't get angry in the morning," which is like a relief, because in the morning that anger bout doesn't happen. Because what is happening is those vibrations are not, he's not picking up the vibrations back in the morning.
Yeah.
So when he sleeps in the night, he's full of helplessness, anger, rage towards his father, rage towards his wife, or rage towards things not going the way he wants them to, his bosses and his work not going the way he wants it to. There are tons of things that he's dealing with, and so everything he would pick up in the morning, and then that rage would come. He doesn't know that he's picking it up, because the thing with emotions is the emotions don't come, okay, knock, knock, I'm anger, I'm coming in. And you can see grief coming in or helplessness coming in. It just kind of naturally just happens. And before you know it, you're suddenly feeling so engulfed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things is meditation. So that's one, to bring it. Two, another thing that works is, and if nothing else, no, I recommend just sit down, and if you have a fan or an AC in the house, it has a humming sound. just meditate to that voice. Just focus on that noise of that humming, and that, and just breathe in and out and in and out, and do that focus even if for 5 minutes. It will neutralize.
Mm-hmm.
So start with 2 minutes, move to 3 minutes, move to 4, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. It just neutralizes you. And there will come a time that you would want to do that like 10 times a day. It's very addictive. But
It,
in the beginning that you start to meditate, it's very challenging because you're not used to, meditation. And one thing about meditation is like, it's like taming a little dog. The dog doesn't want to get tamed. And by dog, I mean the mind. It's very playful. I'll talk about an apple, and suddenly a green apple will appear in Jazz's mind.
yeah.
And Shivani might have a red apple come up.
Control.
Because the mind will, okay, did you want a cut apple? Do you wanted a peeled apple? Did you want a shiny apple? And it will show you, everything will come up. The visualization will happen automatically. I'll shift from an apple to maybe an orange, and suddenly the image of an orange will come, or the thought of an orange will come, or when did you last have an orange will come. Happen to you like that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very visual. I see everything you talk.
Visual, yes. Another thing that I would recommend before sleep is also journaling.
Journaling.
Yes,
I have to start that.
that is something which is because you're actually, penning down your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in meditation, also, what we're just releasing, we're just calming ourselves. Then, a lot of times when we are penning them down, then we do feel like we've released something, and it calms us.
And what do you write down?
It could be anything. It could be from your own emotions about your own self, or about anything that you're
It
even
could be things
thinking.
you did the whole day,
Yes.
things you
Or
are happy
gratitude.
about.
Yes.
It
Or
could be even
gratitude.
things that you loved about today, what happened.
And
Okay.
being grateful
That's
about it.
my
Oh,
mind.
so I did
Or,
this and
a
I'm very
better
happy
exercise.
about it.
And you could even do something, you sit down with a paper and pen, and whatever comes into your mind, just write that.
Yeah.
Even if it
Can be
comes, what do
anything.
I write? So write, what do I write? Then it comes, why am I writing this? Okay, why am I writing? So when you start that, on down that road, it keeps coming because your mind is a playful puppy and it loves to play with you, engage you. So it will keep bringing things to keep you engaged. So when you do meditation, it's like you are trying to tame the puppy. It doesn't want to get tamed. So we all face, everybody who I recommend to meditate comes back and says, it's very tough. I fall asleep. I can't stay quiet for so long. So many thoughts keep coming. And when I meditate, even more thoughts keep coming from
That's a
here.
good sign because that is what meditation is. More thoughts will come when you will first time start meditating because you're actually concentrating on something that I need to meditate. So the moment, again, like you said, the mind is such that the moment you're
It
concentrating,
will resist.
it will resist, and then there'll be more thoughts. And what is actually happening is like, no, right now also maybe there are a lot of thoughts coming in, but because we are talking, we don't know that they're coming. So the moment you are quiet and you're meditating, you're actually being aware of those thoughts that are coming. So you feel, oh my God, there are so many thoughts coming.
It's
I
like
can't help it.
It's like the volume goes suddenly from
Yes.
medium to high.
Too high. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever I meditate, or when I had a phase that I meditated daily. So, but it was really calm. So not too many thoughts, and it was really bright. And I was really feeling happy during the meditation. So that was really good. I just have sometimes like I stick to it for a month, and then something comes in and like swishes me away, and then I don't do it anymore. And then after 3 months, I pick it up again. It's like my daily routine. I have anymore. Just whenever I get a job or important work, then I say, yeah, I have to do that first. But that's not true. Yeah.
When I first started to meditate, like you said earlier, I would fall asleep. I would immediately fall asleep. Like even if I did a 2 minute meditation, I would go to sleep. I could
Yeah.
meditate even for 2 minutes. That is how naughty my mind was. Because you keep it silent for a minute, it will go to sleep. No. I don't want to engage in this conversation. This whole meditation shit, it would just go to sleep. So whether it was 2 minutes, 5 minutes, but I still kind of kept at it and kept at it and kept at it. So even now, if I go into deep meditation, I go off to sleep.
Okay. So do you have like a schedule or say, hey, at this time I will do that to be consistently, or how do you manage that in your daily business or day?
Shivani, how do you do it? Mine is very different, so I'll.
So mine is, see, if there are most of the time in the mornings, but they also say that you should actually do some exercise, like either a yoga or some kind of exercise, so that the body has some movement.
Okay. Yeah.
Because mostly that's when one starts feeling sleepy also, because you just, there is and the reason we need movement is because the energy somewhere is stuck. So to release that, either you do yoga or you dance, you can do anything for the movement. Of course, I don't know, now nobody is going to the gym. Not
I'm
much.
going.
Oh, you are? Oh, yes,
here.
in Singapore, yes.
But yes,
So yeah, so and then once you come back, then you can actually,
I see.
sit and meditate. So honestly, mostly they say meditate in the morning or at night. Also at night, like Asma said, 5 minutes. Because what happens is, if you're meditating too much, like 15 minutes or half an hour, it is possible that you will become more active, and you want to actually, there's more energy in you, and you don't feel like sleeping then, and you don't, you would rather do something else. So, and I feel there's no specific time. I know people who even meditate in the afternoon. So it depends how you bring the schedule for your own self. I think it is a very personal space.
Yeah.
That's how.
So what I do is, I ensure that I don't do meditation at all times of the day. At one time of the day, I do it all over the place. I sometimes do it in the morning. I sometimes do it in the afternoon. I sometimes do it in the evening. Intentionally, I do it like that. And the reason I intentionally do it like that is because.
Oh, she's your daughter.
Yeah.
Come.
Yes, we want to meet her.
Huh?
Huh? Hi,
Okay,
what's her
fine, go.
name?
Say hello, they're calling you. Come on.
Come. What's her
Decide,
name?
you want to come?
We'll call her name.
Ayat.
Huh?
Her name is
Ayat.
Ayat.
Hayat.
Hi.
Oh,
Okay, bye. Go.
so adorable.
She gets shy. She heard so many voices. She's like, oh, I'm not coming. She's waiting. Whether she's deciding, should I or shouldn't I, or should I? Finally, she said, I'm not coming.
Good decision maker. It shows.
At least she decided something. We are usually stuck in between. So
I
I was sharing is that when I fix up a time or a pattern and I follow it daily, I realize that see, our mind, when it gets into a pattern, then it mostly sleeps. Like I, for example, if I were to give you that brushing your teeth is a pattern.
Yeah.
Most of the times we are not even there when we are brushing our teeth. Mind is jumping to something I need to do, something else I need to do. So you are never present in your body. Yes. Anytime you are doing something repetitive or something that's like
by
when you're driving a
default.
car. Yeah, when you're driving a car, you're never there.
Oh yes, driving.
You're never there. You always either reach the destination or you are left behind in the house doing something you forgot to do.
Or you're listening to the music because
or you're talking
the
on the
default
phone.
Driving. Yes.
You're on the phone, or you're out there looking at random stuff, and there are millions of things, but everything gets, if there's somebody comes in front of you, the emergency brakes are applied, when to step on the
Suddenly you're present.
So it's all subconscious activity happening. So when you do something in a pattern manner, the mind switches off. So what I've started to do is I've started to break all my patterns. Like I don't brush at the same time in the morning. Sometimes I try to brush with my left hand.
I have started doing this since few months, by the way. Great.
Because when you brush with your left hand, you are in your mouth. Because if you one wrong move and it's gonna hit you.
I've
Going there,
exactly
right?
started doing this, like
Yeah.
really cutting the
Nice.
patterns, you know.
So in the morning, like sometimes I would meditate in the morning, sometimes I do it in
Mm.
the afternoon. Like today, I did my meditation right before the class,
Mm.
just immediately before this. So from 4:15 to about 5 minutes back. So I thought if I do it now when I wake up, I'll be doubly charged, as if I need the charge. But then so on sometimes I do it in the evening, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Sometimes I do it in the night at 10 o'clock. I just randomly. So I just go with the flow. If I feel like doing something, I just pick it up and I start doing it. And if
Nice.
I
Mm.
don't feel like doing it, I don't do it. So like and I want to share this the article I was talking about. I was talking to Jazz about the procrastination thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I was
And
just going to say that Jazz had that question in the group also about
yeah.
procrastination.
So, and this is my personal opinion, Jazz, and this really
Mm.
works for me. Is for me procrastination. I all my life I used to think procrastination is a bad thing, and I'm not progressing in life because I procrastinate. And all the people who procrastinate are not good, or that's not a habit that one should have. There was a negative whole connotation around procrastination or people who procrastinate, and I didn't want to be one of them. But in the last 3 to 4 years, I changed my relationship to procrastination. I started loving it.
Okay.
Because I'm somebody who goes with the whole belief that whatever is intended by the universe for me will eventually reach me. So
Mhm.
if there is a feeling that is coming that don't do this right now. So even if I force myself and do it, it will not, I mean, the benefit of it will come when only when it has to come. So why push yourself? Why hate yourself? Why constantly tell yourself you should be like this, you should be like that, and self beating, we call it self beating.
Yeah.
Why beat yourself up about it? If you don't feel like doing it, I don't do it. There are times that I sit with a presentation and I need to make it, and I don't do it till I have a workshop. I don't prepare the workshop. There are times I don't prepare my presentation till the hour before the workshop.
Mm.
Like I have a workshop that's coming up.
I could.
I have a workshop coming up on Wednesday. This
Yeah, I
coming.
have tried this also, Asma, and it has worked so well. Like
Yeah.
in the past, yes, in the past, I would be like, oh my God, I have to prepare, I have to ensure that, and especially, you want to ensure for the people that everything is set.
Yeah.
Then there are times when I have done 2 hours before and I feel, oh my God, why was I taking so much of stress? Because within 2 hours, I was able to complete everything so beautifully
Wow.
and it was so successful also. Then you say, oh, you can actually do it rather than stressing yourself.
Because it
So
was
great, Asma. I'm so happy that you also did this.
So with me, it works like that. Like I sit with something. Okay, I have parked it in my mind that I need to make this presentation on or this workshop content on the upcoming webinar. The workshop that I'm doing on it's on fear, anxiety, and stress, and a lot of and how these low vibrations and how they impact us, and are we inviting disease in our life by doing that. So I haven't put together a presentation, but I have it at the back of my mind that I need to put it, and I just don't feel like it. So I don't do it, and then I don't feel like it. And then when you're sitting with not feeling like it, and there will be a time whenever is the right time for it to be done, the universe will you'll just get a like a epiphany or just an instruction, as if you'll wake up and suddenly a thought will come, and it'll be such a strong thought that Asma, just get down and do it. And then I'll be able to do it in 15 minutes. So
yeah.
something when I don't want to do it will take me 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe a day to complete. But when I'm not feeling like doing it, and I won't do a good job of it. But when the feeling comes to do it, I'll be able to complete in 15 minutes or 20 minutes at max. So
Yeah.
I love procrastination.
And you know what? Like to add what Asma is saying, Jazz, is whatever we are saying. So I also used to feel the same, I'm procrastinating. And what was happening because I was saying that
Mhm.
more things was getting delayed.
In a way.
But the
Okay.
moment we stop thinking, the moment I actually stop thinking that I'm not procrastinating and I'm taking life as normal, that this is how should be, then I can actually see there is no procrastination.
Actually, what happens, Shivani, na, it's actually law of attraction.
Yes,
You are
it's
affirming
exactly.
it time and again.
When you say, because it's a
I'm doing
feeling,
something I shouldn't do. I'm doing
also
something I
because
should do.
it's a feeling that is, happening within us. Say, like, I want to read a book, and when I keep telling myself, oh, I'm not able to read, I'm not able to read, more and more that's happening, that
Yeah.
I'm not able to read. And the moment I stop myself by saying it's okay the way it is, what I'm doing is supposed to be done, then I actually open the book and I start reading.
Yeah,
Like
the
you say,
same
it's
thing.
law of attraction, right?
Yeah, last week the thing is, because I mentioned this problem last week, it was like I procrastinated it to the last day, and I knew I could handle this work. It was a work for about 3 days, so I did an animation for a client. But I thought, yeah, the last 3 days, it's enough time. I will handle this. And because it's not something I like to do, but only because I have to do, because I get money for it. So it's not my passion project. So I kept it on the last days. And then what happened? My whole system of computer crashed. So I couldn't work a whole day. So like I was really attracting this to happen. And then I was like, oh my goodness. So now I have more stress because I stressed about why I'm doing this so late.
So you
And,
see how the vibration takes itself
oh,
down on its own even without
yeah,
you knowing it.
yeah.
Everything starts collapsing around you.
Collapsing,
Really
yes.
So
like
what
I
I
attracted
usually
it and
do,
now I know I just have to do it when, yeah. I don't know how I should manage something I don't like to do because yeah, it's work related. So it's not like no, I don't have or I don't want to read the book, but I need to have to do this now for
so
the
here what I usually do, Jazz, is if I may add, because there are times that you get to do stuff which you don't love to do. I mean, you're not excited about. Life is about that. So
Mhm.
I just make it very neutral. So how I make it neutral, because neutral is non-resistant,
Yeah.
right? When it's negative, it's like I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's so painful, and I really don't want to invest my time in it, or it just is too much to do, and it just feels like. So what I usually do is I tell myself, I fool my little puppy. I fool my little puppy, and I tell him I love this work, and when I do this work, I'll get loads of money, and this is a very highly paid client. If I please her, she's
It is.
definitely going to give me more business. Or, whatever works for you. It's not the money thing. If it's not the money thing, then it's like,
It can be
hey, what
some
if
kind of
I spend,
inspiration. Yes, that
yeah, what if
why
I
am
take,
I doing
what
this?
if I
Yes.
spend the next 45 minutes on this? Then I'll have it out of my way. And then I
Yeah.
can do something that I love to do.
Hmm.
So today, between 3 and 4, I will do this and get it out of my way. And then I will have the rest of the week to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you, and
Hmm.
they're different things, and so how you speak to yourself shapes your reality. Very simple. So if you keep telling yourself, I don't like it, I don't like it, I hate it, I hate it, your reality will be, it will start to pain you and you will start to get troubled. Even your computer will say, haha, you should do this work.
It was really not today. And I was like, okay, today is my day off then.
So even your computer made you take the day off. Okay, now
Yeah.
you procrastinate. So
Take
whenever
it
you
easy.
feel now I'm procrastinating, love yourself. Fine,
Yes.
I'm going to procrastinate all day today. So what
Hmm.
I'm going to do is I'll pick up this work tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then be happy with the procrastination automatically, because now you've told your mind, you've given an instruction that I'll do it tomorrow morning. So
Mhm.
then you are easy, you are relaxed. Go do something that you love to do. Anything, make a post, make a creative, do anything.
Mhm.
And wake up the next morning, automatically your mind will be clear. It will know that 10 o'clock is the time that we need to sit. Everything will work out smoothly.
Perfect.
That's what I
Awesome.
usually do. And it really works usually for me. Otherwise, I park it. Whenever it is the right time for me to do, kindly let me know. I park it to the universe that let me know. So I will have a feeling that comes maybe sometime during the day, sometime after 2 days. a feeling that I should do it. And when I start to do it, that work gets done in like,
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I just park it and then, whenever it's supposed to be. And then when I'm doing it, then I'm just there with it. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then it gets over also. Normally, there are things like you would think that, oh, in your mind, you think, oh, it's going to take you 3, 4 hours. But
yeah.
when you sit with it and you start working with it, it just takes an hour and it's over
Yeah, so
because you're so
feel that too.
present with it.
We have in mind it takes so long, or yeah, I planned the whole day
I
for
would
it. But
rather,
then when you're
exactly.
there and focused, and like for me, it's when I really feel it, like I'm enjoying it, I'm excited for the outcome, I'm so much faster.
Yeah. Like
Right.
they say usually, right?
Yeah.
You first have to ask why in the first place am I doing this or I've started this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving back, coming back to vibrations, which we were
Oh
talking
yes.
about, that was a good distraction.
Yes,
We
Yes.
yes.
got something good
Thank
coming.
Which
you.
was
Thank
which
you for
was actually distraction was more of law of attraction.
that.
Asma, it was probably meant, huh?
It was
Yeah,
meant,
it
we
was
had
meant.
this. This was the
Probably
I
first
meant.
needed
item
to
of
hear
discussion.
that.
Anyways, it was planned for today. Remember,
Yes,
as we said, we'll talk it at the next meeting.
yes, yes.
So, coming back to vibrations, given that right now everybody I see around is either glued to the TV, which has all the negative news around how it is spreading, the numbers and the way they are rising, how people are running around. There are no hospital beds, there are no oxygen cylinders, there are no oximeters, and blah, 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 blah. There is no vaccine, it's in short supply. Now they've started to black market. So when all of this news comes in through WhatsApp, through social media,
Television.
or
Yeah.
through your television, what happens to me when I listen to it is, oh my god, should I actually get an oximeter? Should I get a cylinder and park it just in case I have it? Should I do this? Should I do that? Oh, what if it happens to my mother? What am I doing? I'm actually bringing my vibration down. And whenever I'm planning for, let me buy an oximeter, so I'm actually getting ready for when it will hit my house. So
You're
instead of
attracting.
being at a place that it will never happen to us, I'm relaxed, I'm settled, I'm actually inviting it to my house. That
Mm.
when it comes, rather than saying don't come or it will never come, I'm saying when it comes, I'm going to be prepared. So let me get an oxygen cylinder. Let me get an oximeter. Let me get the medicine up front and park it in my house. So what am I doing? I'm preparing for my guests to come.
Yeah.
When guests
Exactly.
are
Law of
going to
attraction.
arrive, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
preparing for those guests in your house. So you're setting up
Hmm.
the room for them, you getting the
Yes.
vegetables, the grocery for them, you making stuff. That's exactly what we start to do.
Mm.
So you're creating a space for disease to show up. You are lowering your vibrations, you are getting all stressed up about it, you are getting ready for when it happens to you. And then it happens to you, and then you say, oh
Hmm.
my god, I took so many precautions and still it happened, because
Yeah.
you're staying in the same locality.
Yeah.
You're vibrating at the
Much
same
better.
98.3 frequency, which is the frequency of the virus. You keep your frequency high, or you operate at a different frequency, that won't flow into your universe.
Mm.
It's like, I want to listen to a song, and the song, I'm asking the universe to play me a song of this, maybe Elton John. I love Elton John, like my all-time favorites. And the moment I align my frequency, it's not that somebody will go and switch on Elton John. It's already playing. So it will immediately start to play the moment my frequency is aligned on the station where it's playing. It will not start to flow. It will just happen. And wherever it is at, it will start there and then. And it will not flow, start slow and then go on and pick up a momentum. It will start with the whole loud volume that it is at.
Mm. Yeah, that's
The
right.
moment the frequency aligns. So when I'm vibrating negatively, I'm actually allowing, or inviting everything that is vibrating at that negative, death, loss, upset, everything is all negative frequency.
Mm.
And all the ailments, because the moment an ailment comes, you get all upset. When you are unwell, when you're sick, your energies are completely down because the disease takes your energy and your energy. So when I work with people, I tell them, when somebody like this person I'm working with, he just messaged me, I'm not well, I'm feeling, I have fever for the last 4 days. And he wanted sympathy from me. So
Mm.
I didn't sympathize. I said, what are you resisting? What are you holding back? Because when we resist something, we are actually bringing our frequency down again, our vibrations low. So I asked him, inquire. He says, I don't think I'm resisting anything. I said, yeah, it won't be on the surface. You'll have to inquire. Is there some, some fight that's happened in the house? Have you fought with your spouse?
Mm.
Did something happen with your father? Did something happen in your workspace that you didn't want to happen, but it happened, and there's a resistance inside you which wants to have it not happen for you, but because it's happening, so you feeling frustrated or you feeling helpless. Because what happens is whenever you resist something, there's a helplessness, and helplessness is -10.
Yeah.
See how it plays out? And
Mm.
-10 is not well, disease, and he's sick. He has fever for 3 days. So so he said, okay, let me see, let me look. I said, yeah, you look for yourself.
Very well. I
That's
have
the
a
best.
question for that. How is it when, for example, me and my partner, we have the same, let's say, a problem, but I would don't think of it negatively. So I have a high vibration and just let it flow. And he would have a negative thought of it from from the same challenge or same thing. So what's getting in there? So who attracts more? I thought negative is more powerful, right? Or how would you describe that when we have the same, not issue, yeah, we could say issue, and we have, I'm positive, he is negative. What's now?
First of all, negative attracts more. Number
Yeah.
one. Okay. So if you are on a negative vibration or a negative disc, you will attract a lot of negative. It will, when you try to be positive, the rate at which you will pull momentum of a positive vibration will be
Hmm.
much slower than the rate at which you will pull negative vibrations. So when I'm saying, if let's say vibrations is a car and
Yeah.
I'm pushing it because it's not starting up. So I put it into neutral and I push it. So when I'm pushing positive vibrations, it's going on a straight road. So I have to continuously put pressure. But when I'm on negative vibration, it's downhill. So
Hmm.
it takes momentum faster.
So I have to bring the negative vibrations from him, even if we have the
No,
same
no, no,
issue.
hold on, don't mix,
No?
don't mix up, don't mix up.
Okay.
So first of all, do you get this?
Yes.
That when you are vibrating negatively, the momentum picks up faster. If you don't hold the brakes, pull the brakes whenever you feel you're going negative, pull the brakes.
Yeah.
If he's going into negative, you pull the brakes. How will you pull the brakes? You won't tell him stop talking.
No, of course not.
So instead of that, change the topic. Go on to a neutral topic. Talk about the plants, talk about the weather, talk about some pet you should get. You getting
Mhm.
it? Don't allow the negative vibrations to take the momentum, because when you push a car,
Mhm.
it's easy to stop the momentum when the car has just started to move. But the moment it has gone downhill halfway, and if you stand in front of it to hold it, it will ram you down. Are you getting it?
Yes, I'm getting this, but
So,
to change.
how to do it, I'll come to that. But
Okay.
do you get this? That when he starts on and you feel this is going, not going in a way that, you feel it's going into a negative direction, or if it's going somewhere you don't want it to go, or you catch on, and because you're a high vibrating person, you would catch on easily that this is going into a direction I don't like, or it might end up downhill. So then stop it by changing the topic, taking it to a neutral place, talking about something else. That's number one. Number two, see, we are all different beings. Okay, Shivani, thanks. Oh, we've already been top of the hour. I didn't
Yeah.
realize.
Oh, yes.
Fun talking.
Yes, I have a session.
Oh my
at-
God. Okay.
So
Thanks.
I
Thanks for
thought, let
letting
me
me know,
just,
Shivani.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay. So we are all different human beings, Jazz. So everybody has a different wiring. We've grown up differently. We've had a different conditioning. We've had different social, economic, cultural background. Some of us are like totally positive. Some of us are, struggling to say, like Shivani is always, every time I've seen her, she's always had this big smile on her face. She's
Yes.
one of the most, and when she told me I'm a happiness coach, I said, yeah, I couldn't have imagined anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Ask
So it was like a given thing. And then there are
The
people,
vibration.
whenever you
Thank
meet
you.
them, there are people who are always worried. Then you meet some people who are always stressed. And it's not like they're looking for stress. They stress so much that stress has started looking for them. Like my mom is one of those.
Very
She's
true.
always
Very
stressed about something, and she doesn't have to go find stress. Stress has started to find her now.
Oh, yeah, my grandma.
Oh, bless her.
Like my grandma.
God bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're so
Sometimes-
right. And it's so, this is so natural. With each one of us, I'm sure there is something. It is not that we don't deal with things. As humans, we have our own fears also.
Yeah.
But the best thing is that know your fears and yet do go beyond it or do something about it.
I think we can take up this topic next week, Shivani.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, we
on
can.
fears, because fears are something that are very underground. We could talk
Mhm.
about the fears. We could talk about what kind of fears we have, because a lot of our fears we don't even know what kind of fears.
Yeah. Like a blind
we
spot.
wake up in the morning with a fear. I don't want to be late. There's a small fear. I don't want to be late.
Yeah,
Or
I
isn't
feel
it?
that. I feel that. So I don't know. I overslept. I have to work.
See? So fear is, if I don't make food now, nobody gets to eat. That's a fear. I'm not cooking because I want to cook. I'm cooking because if I don't cook now, everybody starts screaming that food is not on the table at the right time. So there's a fear. There's love also, but then there's a fear also at the back. So, there are so many fears, and almost 99% of our life is driven by fear.
And such a
Oh,
Shivani, you were saying something?
maybe yes, next session we can take this.
Yeah, let's take up
Yeah.
fears, because that's an awesome topic to pick up. And
let's make a new date, because on Friday I have a workshop this
Okay.
time, so I can't do it on Friday. But are you maybe available on a Thursday,
let's try for a Sunday next week,
Sunday?
because a lot of people came
Saturday or
back saying
Sunday.
that Saturday, the weekend is better. I think Sharon also mentioned.
Ah,
So
yes.
let's skip 1 week. Let's do a non-weekend, and 1 week let's do
Yeah.
a weekend.
Perfect.
So let's do Sunday, and Sunday let's do the same time, 5 to 6. Is this a good time?
Yes.
Jazz, would you and can you be available a little later than 5 to 6? Maybe just an hour ahead. Is that workable for you Sunday?
We have 2.5 hours time
So that will
difference.
be just check your
So
time.
6 would be 8:30.
Can you make that?
Next Saturday or next
Sunday.
Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday? Yeah.
So we could do 6 to 7 p.m. India time, and that will be 8:30 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 and 8:30. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
5 is not convenient.
Thank you
actually.
for saying.
Have something at
There were
5.
people who came back with little later in the evening, so that's why I'm accommodating both.
But then that was week, so I feel weekend would suit everyone.
Okay, so let's keep it for same time
5
on
to
Monday
6.
next week.
Okay.
And whoever joins in, let's talk and let's
5 to
create
6.
and let's have a video recording. I have recorded this session, and I'm gonna pull it up on the
Yes.
YouTube, and I'll send out the link. Anyways, everybody has the link on the chat. So
Okay.
cool.
Yeah,
So we can catch
that's
up
great.
with the topics and see you next
Yes.
weekend.
Look forward
A
to
lovely
seeing all of you, and I hope that next week we'll see more of us together, because the energy on the call is much more when there are like so many women talking and
Yes,
calling in between.
yes. That's true.
Yeah.
Great,
I
great.
like the vibe already. So, and I
Yeah.
learned so much already.
Yes, yes.
My
Awesome.
goal.
Thank you so much. Good for you, Jazz.
We
Good
all
for
are
you.
learning. We all are
We're all
learning.
learning.
Like we
And
say, we
even
are
I had
students
to do
and teachers both in
I had
us.
Yes.
to brush it up because somebody asked me and I had a little knowledge. So I had to brush up my own knowledge because somebody asked me, and maybe that person asked me for you.
Yeah, that's
You
perfect.
needed it today.
All the questions take us further.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
guys, thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
Look forward to
much.
seeing you next Sunday.
Bye.
Yes, lots of love.
Lots of love. Mwah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.